Hi, quick heads up before the video starts. Don't be surprised about the quality differences between the videos we upload. Sometimes one will be good quality, other times it'll be poorer. One that's poor quality because we're uploading new and old car tutorial videos at the same time, but we've improved and recut the older ones, since a lot of the footage needed fixing and we wanted to bring them up to our current standards. What was unnecessary was cut out. And they're now being uploaded one after another. So, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'd say let's get back to the video.
Now on the shock absorber, we'll first use a small screwdriver. To loosen this clamp here, or actually remove it completely, you can also leave it on a little. They lose weight. You can go ahead and unclip them now, but you've got to watch out so the back flap doesn't fall down. Best if you have another person to hold it. Okay, let's do it now. Place a cloth over it or just grab some duct tape. Wrap this part all around once now. Take some pliers. So hold this part securely here and go ahead and screw this piece right here. So once we've got this off, we can now pull off this protective cap. Just take it off. So next take the spring. That slides right on here. Take the washer, it goes on right here. And carefully put the cap back on. And press the entire assembly firmly together. Just like this, then push everything securely into position here and screw it all back together. So it clicks securely into position now. So we can properly secure and fasten the whole assembly back here. So, we've installed everything now. I hope this video was helpful for you. Basically, it's just two springs that you need to put in place. The feature that the heat shield automatically opens is already built in for you. First, you need to raise the rear hatch just a little. After barely 1 week, we noticed that the springs they installed in this rear hatch were far too strong. And the struts actually started bending right at this spot here, so eventually, we had to remove the whole setup again. If you're looking to install those heavy-duty springs, I definitely recommend either cutting off about 1 thread turn from the springs, because they're way too stiff and will just warp your struts even worse. That's why the whole thing isn't recommended. So, the sensible approach is to take 1 thread turn off the spring and test it out, because after a week we noticed that the pin starts bending, and if you leave it in there too long, it could eventually end up snapping.